And here, guys, you may see what is inside this low D-9 deck. So you may see that both belts just deteriorated completely. So that's capstan motor, and you see the another belt here for the real motor. Oh yeah, that's a good sign that motor is running, and we need just replace the belts, lubricate everything and clean. Again, as Hitachi all previous models, I see that complications, like everything is tight here. We need to remove the front panel to get the tape transport out. Good news, I see this deck has much more connectors, and I hope I would be able to disconnect everything easily. You may see the Dolby chip in this deck. Those are SMD based. Something I never seen in these generations, and all capacitors are glued together. Wow. Quite interesting design, lots of parts. Let me find, yeah. Have Hitachi chip, another one big there. Oh yeah. Let me see. One of them should be controlling tape transfer, but it may sit here together with this part because wires goes just directly controlling transport. Alright, let me see. Let me disassemble and let's dig in together through peculiarities of this deck. See you soon. Here guys, I'm trying to disassemble to remove the glass from the front door. We need to remove these pins which sits from both sides of the tape transport. So technically you see how it's connected together. Now we would be able to clean it. Wow, pretty interesting. I still like looking like everything is tight. I disconnected front panel, but I still cannot remove it. So still looking, but you may see that I'm the first serviceman for this deck. So I'm 100% sure that no one was here before. Even if they like remove the top cover, but they didn't get deeper. Okay, see you soon. And it was quite easy to remove indicator board. It was sitting on the two screws connected here on top and one connector. Bam. Easy. Nippon Kiki CPU for display. Nice. Put it aside so to not introduce any harm. Digging in further, you see this model, everything is on connectors, so should be easy to work on. Moving on. Hey guys, and I continued disassembly. I just was able to untoggle the wires for the heads. So the playback head connects here. And both record and erase head connects right here below this part, so you may see. And this power supply, when you remove these two screws, it can move. For some reason it won't go back. It's like that, so you see. So remove screws and you can pull this power supply board up. Remember to turn off the power so you would not get shocked. Here is the third belt for the movement sensor. I believe it's magnetic sensor here, Hall sensor. Install it and magnet rotating to give signals to the CPU. And here we may see the largest CPU in this deck, and it's proprietary Hitachi CPU. I like this one more than 980M, but it's the same design. You have to remove the front panel if you can, and then there's two screws, and then you would be able to pull up tape transport. So technically half of the deck sits on the tape transport connecting parts of the body together. And this switches You see how they made so from clear glass, and that's how they made. They just sit on the buttons like that, and this was sitting on the power button here, and not powered. I believe source tape. Yeah, source tape switch. Alright, moving on. See you. Okay, now I'm toggling connectors. So there was a third screw from the tape transport from the bottom of the deck. Now see these wires, I believe it's for the light. They just solder it here, really. So I need to desolder these two wires here. The black one on the left. Let me see. Yeah, black one and white one here. So it shows like a lamp drawing on the board. Let me do that. Everything's so tangled. Wow, solder is so old. Okay, the one. Sorry, I have to do it with my left hand, so not very convenient. Okay, this two. Oh yeah, this is a bulb. Okay, next, sensor wires from the motion sensor, and it goes to the very last 3-pin connector on the end. And I need my super pliers, which are for fishing actually. You see, this to pull hook from the fish to be able to get so far back there. Okay. So that's the next one. What else we have? These wires set, and it gets quite a few of them. Let me see. It gets probably for a few connectors. How many? Here. This goes from the electromagnets. Now they got to the single connector, single large connector on the left side here. So just if you would need to remember, you may follow my video. This one. You see, that's for electromagnets. Let me pull it out. It appears it's not everything. There is a second one. And the second one gets right here. So let's see the wires colors, because they're quite similar in the color pattern. Yeah. No, this one is smaller. I can pull it. So that's the smaller one. It just sits right here. Okay, so two connectors for electromagnets, for big one and for small one. Next, let me see later. Here, power connector on the capstan direct drive motor board. Here, the small one is connected to the direct drive board. And I hope that's it. No, real motor here. And then the small connector at the end again. Let me pull it. Okay, done. Real motor disconnected. Blue one disconnected. Okay. I hope that's it. Let me see. I can remove it now. Yeah, that was it. Good, so I have tape transport removed. So see you in the next part. Okay, in this part I will be working on this tape transport. I still don't know measurements, what parts will go there, so stay tuned. Let me see, so this is a G coil sensor. This is the connector for the capstan motor itself from the board. Let's start. Let's remove the board. Bam, easy. FG, it's marked, so I can desolder it to not break the wires. Done. So the board itself clean. Here is speed control. So fuse resistor. And it's three phase. You see three pair of transistors. Okay, good. Next, this top part. Here is the motor. So three screws for the motor. Done. Now I should be able to remove the motor plate like that. You see how nice and big the coils are, and they just built directly on the board. So you see there is coils which has been made by cutting traces on the board. I'm not sure how they did it in 1982 to 1983. You see how thin the cuts are, really. Wow. Never seen this design, never know that it's possible. You remember all decks, they have coils which are winded from the wire. And this one is pretty interesting. There is very dry lubricant, I believe. Okay, let me see. Remove the motor and not to lost the spacer or oil washer from the front. Okay, it gets here. Now we would need to clean this old belt. Wow, you see, close up view. Yes, will be lots of cleaning. And FG coil. Yeah, you see it's a regular one. So you see the teeth here and teeth here on this part. So this teeth, like when it's rotated, this provides some currents in the coil. Alright, next part I see it's just holds with one screw here. And we can disconnect this part, which keeps the second capstan, and it has a washer. Good. In this age, it's hard to expect that they would, okay, not to lose them. And again, same picture with the old belt. You would need to clean 3 electromagnets, you see, smaller one, medium one, and the big one. Oh, yeah. big one for the heads, I feel it. This one kind of a pose, and this one, I'm not sure. We will learn it a little bit later. Next, screw here for this motor. Brackets, okay, so here is the one screw. I believe that was, this will be the second. Yes. So this is the real motor, how it's connected. Oh, here is a one screw. So these two guys here together. And here is a pulley with the rest of the belts. Reminder of this belt. Oh, let me see. Brooks. It's like sugar belt. You see, it's made from sugar. Cool. This real mechanism, there is a gear. Ah, it's common gear, probably, yes. So you see, when it connects, it moves the gear, and it gets in connection with the tooth on the capstan, and it rotates to the next mode. That's how it works. I have seen this design in many other decks. Okay, let me see what you need to get to lubricate. So there are the moving parts, parts of the belt. We don't need them. We don't need sugar in this deck. Okay. Alright, so it rotates very poorly. It should be rotating easy. Oh, it gets better. Oh, yeah. Probably we need to disassemble everything and lubricate. Okay, what's next? Parts. 3 screws. Yeah. One, two, and 3. Okay, and we're removing FG coil with capstan bearing base. Good. It was easy, and we getting access to the parts. This is moving. This started moving. Now it works easy. Good. It was not initially. So I still would need to disassemble front to see if there is a gear or there is a either. Okay, let me see. There's 2 screws on top. Can get to them. Okay, that's one. Wow, it's long. Like that. Okay. And the other one here. Okay. Front panel. This goes like that. And here you may see a bulb installed. We need to check if it still works. I didn't check it before, so we can use power supply. And it should work from approximately 8 volts. It should light. Let's see together. Yeah, it does. So here's 8 volt, and you may see there is light. So good. Still good. And there is no other sensor, so like we have this belt which needs to be replaced. It goes to this magnetic moving sensor. So here we may install LED and it should work. Okay, good to know. Here is a belt to check the size. And here we have idler for playback. So you see, and the magnet pulls. So it pulls with mechanical. So this should be pulled up. This gear, yes. Yeah, like that. Come on. You see, and this idler gets in contact between these two parts. Let me see if it's still good. Yeah, it holds pretty well. Let me see if it will work. No, it's sleeping. But it should not. I need to check how to fix this part. It's really interesting. They have a friction mechanism here, or they don't. I thought it's friction, no, it's just spring installed, so to pull it back. Okay. So this idler needs to be cleaned, and we need to see how to make sure that this will work, because I doubt I will find a replacement. Because you see, it just installed like burn on top of the brass part. Okay, I would need to see how to deal with this part. And I see a couple more places what needs to be lubricated on front. Okay. And here is the switch of tape presence. Right here, see? Okay. Interesting. I hope I will fix it. Maybe it's... Oh. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Let me see. So next I will see which parts. So all gears are connected and levers with screws. It's a good sign. So I may remove the relays. This is 3 screws and get access and lubricate everything there. So that's the one. That's the other one. And the third one here. It doesn't release. So that's the gear. Okay. There's still so many parts tied together. Okay, probably I will have to lubricate from here because I cannot remove this gear easily. It sits on this base and there's two more screws and it needs to be pulled down to be removed, so I'm not sure how to deal with this part. Quite sophisticated system. Okay, let me think about it and let's see you in the next part. Actually, I was able to pull out electromagnets when I disconnected these wires here from the other wires. This goes to the sensor of the, I believe, this one for record. Yes, and the other goes to those tape presents. Okay, record switch and tape presents. No. Now I should be able to remove this plate here. Again, like 3 screws. Done, and one spring which goes right here. Yeah, here, reels, and the spring, not lose it. Now we may work with it. So you see, on fast forward and rewind, it connects this gear. You see, gear here. And when it pulls here, come on, yeah, different directions. So fast forward, rewind are made with gears. And on the playback, we see this either here. Wow. Not much left here. One lever here, here, and another one here. And lubricant is still good. And now our head block moves freely. See? And it pulls with this lever and this gear here. Oops. A second. Spacer here. And gas on top of this gear. Alright, good. Oops. No. Not much left. And base, the door. Door we can remove right here. with this screw. Now we need to remove it fully. Now those should be disconnected. Okay, here is a damper, and here is a spring. Okay, spring connects here to this lever. Good. Now we have full access to lubricate it, see how everything works, and replace pinch rollers. So you see pinch rollers are fixed and head base is varies, including the record head, so it has height and it has angle adjustment, and 3 screws for the main head. Alright, good. Now I may clean everything and work on it. See you. So here guys, I replaced both pinch rollers and lubricated the base. Now it moves much smoother. So this carriage works pretty well. The size of pinch rollers, right, was 13mm by 8 by 2, and left was 10.5 by 8 by 2. I have 10, so it will be a little bit difference, like 0.25mm on diameter. I hope it will not affect significantly. Still, touch capstan, pretty nice. Alright. Next I will be cleaning this idler, because I don't think I would be able to find a replacement for it. So let me do that, and let's hope that it will work smoothly. Other these decks 980s from Hitachi I have, they either have idlers, but there I can replace the rubber. And this one, there is no chance. Similar with the GVC tape transports, so when it's not possible to find a good replacement, unfortunately, because you need a new idler, which built together with a frame on it, or pulley on which rubber is hardened. I hope it will help a little bit. Next, you see how much we cleaned. Next, I like to clean this part, but it's plastic, and we will just clean the rubber which has built up there on this pulley. So it should increase the grip. Okay, you see, it's getting dirty. The swap. The same here. Let's clean all rubber. it gets way dirty. Here we go. Good. And while I have good access, I'd like also to clean up the heads. It's quite interesting week. You see, I have so many new unique decks arriving. Okay, this part assembled, lubricated. Now this part. Let's get it back. Here we go. At this age of the deck, you have to be extremely careful not to break any plastic, because it may get hardened. Okay, and we had one spring here. Let me assemble it. Okay, what is that? Okay, now it returns back. Good. I believe these springs define the tension for the playback. Let me check my idea. Okay, this is fast forward. Let's see playback. Probably it should be tied by a motor belt into this direction, but it still slips. I'm not sure if it will work. We will see. Okay, moving on. Next is to install these guys back. Here. 3 big screws. Okay, now let's see this one, and this one. I see where I need to put lubricant. These parts here and here, and the main part would be here. The most heavy loaded part in all deck. Okay, and then to install this gear, we need to pull this lever up. Be able to install it in position. Now, yeah, it's good. And tie the teeny screw in the middle. Some dust. Right, now let's see. It pulls heads up. And idler doesn't work. So if it will get a little bit tired, it will work. And this spring is defined how tight this idler will be. Okay. Okay, I may make it work. And it's still like friction is pretty low. Okay, let me think about it, how to restore this part, because take up side will not be working well. See you. So guys, what I did, as you may see, I installed the shrinking tube on this reel. So let's assemble further and let's see if this will really help or not, because I don't have any other ideas what I can do. So see you when I will be assembling the back part. Alright, now let's continue assembly. Let me see, we have way too many parts to go in. If this part should go here. Oh, no, it should connect the FG coil next. And it goes like that. Okay, is these 3 screws. You may see that this tape transport is very different from the other I've been working on. It has so many parts and mechanical decisions which are quite interesting. But they intersect with the other manufacturers in the decisions, so you see this. Okay. This is capstan. As soon as the gear will turn with the electromagnet pushing it, okay, it should turn. Let me see. Okay. That's what I don't like. That's where it should get in touch. And then to the next position. Okay, I need to see why this transport doesn't work. So there should be lever which is pulling it. These 2 magnets, it's fast forward and rewind quick. So they just push the gear from the reel motor to the one on the other side. That's it. So these 2 motors. And this one is the command motor. When it pushes, the gear should rotate a little bit, and it doesn't. I do not see why. Okay, let me figure out what's the reason. Because this gear should rotate just a little bit, just like here. So the second gear from the capstan will pull it up and rotate to the next open position. Next is again like pushes a little bit, it rotates to the next open position, pulls the head, so then the next, so it's always rotates in the same direction. See you soon. Okay, so technically I was wrong, so how it works. See, this one pulls here, pulls up, and it connects rewind reel, and we are rewinding. When this pulls here, we connect fast forward wheel and we fast forwarding. And when both of them connects, see, this major gear, I overtighted it, sorry. Will rotate a little bit, see, here. It doesn't now. So yeah, that's just enough to pull it here, and this will pick it up by motor, and this will get to the position, and this will hold our head. So it kicks in, and when it rotates to the next position, it gets to the here, but heads are still hold in the engaged mode, and when this one releases, heads drop. So that's how it works. Alright. Now again checking that it rotates. Yeah, you see it's rotated, so it would be able to pick up. Alright, good. Now I can continue assembly when I'm sure that everything works properly and smoothly. I hope you enjoyed this video. I never seen any video about repair of this deck. If you did, send me one. It would be interesting to compare what other guys doing and what they do think. I hope it will work in result. It should work pretty well. It's a nice deck. Alright, this part assembled. Now have to lubricate and put in this capstan. So that's how it should rotate, without friction. And as you mentioned, I'm already cleaned both capstans from the goo left. Okay. Next, I need to find a suitable belt here. Technically, I can do it when I will install. So it gets like here. And we had two screws, one long here, one short from the top. Okay, and one here. We're getting close to have this deck assembled. Right. Now let me find the belt. My large box. This one would be big. This one should be good. Let's measure. I would not put here a thin belt, specifically because the load is high here. Let me see what I get. So it's not rotated, so it holds pretty well. Okay, this one is fast forward. The top magnet, lower magnet. Let me see. Lower is rewind. Still need to be mindful, so magnet could pull the. It's because it's moving piece. Maybe it's too hard. Need to get a little bit bigger. And maybe a little bit thinner belt. Give me a moment. Oh, it's so much like there. Come on, go back. I will make a thinner belt, probably the same size. Okay, let's try this one. It should get easier. Sorry. It's a little bit tricky. My hands are busy. That works better. It rotates, don't sleep. Okay, hey, come here. Missed the piece of the belt on the pulley. Luckily this one is hard in it. And now it don't sleep, it's tight enough, at the same time it will be easy pulled by electromagnet. Okay, good. Done with this part. We may check if it will be easy to pull now. Yeah, see, fast forward, like here, rewind, so now it can pull. Okay, good. This part should be good. Next, primary capstan. Should run easy. Now it's good. Okay. Next, as I remember, this bracket. We need lubricant here. It's not much left, so yeah, close to completion. And I will put lubricant to the motor base. Okay. You see, it's quite sophisticated. It sometimes takes a good chunk of time to work on these decks. And here is the top bracket. On my test, it's a little bit tight, so I still, that is pretty fine. Have some room. And I just tell you that I forget to get the belt for capstans. Let me see which one will work here. Okay. I have feeling that 116, maybe less. Let's try 116 millimeter. Yeah, 116 sit just perfectly. Good. Not over tight, at the same time properly tie. Good. Next part, motor. Ow. It pulls too hard. And you know, I have a feeling that one screw is missing on this tape transport. Despite it gets from factory like that, but they just missed one screw. I will show you. Let me tie this, guys. From everything I see, they missed this screw which should hold real motor. So we installed it too, and we were disassembling too. And this is kind of big hole. I'm not sure what size should go here. Let me see if this one will be good. No, it's just, whew, it's a large hole. I'm not sure why they did it. Big one from Nakamichi. This one might hold it. And it's real. And if it's made here, so now you see it will be sturdy. And I remember that I did not remove any screw from here. You may check records. Okay, what else from the back? The board. The board which is like here. And we have to connect the G coil. As you remember. So let me clean the holes. And we will connect it. Quite a few parts. But as you may see, we did not leave any spare. That's a good sign. While it's heating up, let me install belt here. Done. Now you may see how it works. Little bit rotated like that. Oops, now it's straight. Good. Now we can install this cover back. Here. Let's measure how head sit in this position. Sits well. Yeah, everything is in place. I will check later when it gets to the upper position. And I have to clean capstans from the lubricant and put back these oil washers. Done. Here is the oil, you may see it, and dirt from capstan. The second one, everything rotates, that's a good sign. Good. Now it's ready. Now I can push wires through and solder them. Done. And we may install it right here. You know, I would not be installing the door for now. I'd like to see how tape transport will work, and then I will install the door. But we should be good to be able to connect it back to the chassis. So, see you quite soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, and here I'm connected the tape transport. And few modes work, so fast forward, stop, rewind, after stop, play back, engages, but you see take up reel doesn't move. So I have to remove top cover here and see what I can do to make it running. But it's a good sign. You see capstan is running, both capstans running actually. Fast forward and rewind is working, so we just have to make sure that take up reel and playback will work. See you soon. Hey guys, and here we're running. I had to do two things differently. I had to change again left pinch roller to 11 millimeter because 10 millimeter was not enough. And as you may see, I had to install two springs here to keep enough tension to have take up side running. And I had to remove this heat shrink pipe. Alright, it works now. I will test with the tape, assemble, and let's go from there. Hey guys, here is one more culprit. So real motor is anemic. I tried, like I can stop the pulley, like barely touching it, and it's from 9 volts. It should be working good. You see, it cannot rotate tape well, so I have to remove it and try to fix it. If not, I will replace it. See you soon. Hey guys, and I just rebuilt this real motor, but it didn't do much. So you see. So fast forward, it's more or less fine, but by the end of the reel, it rotates slowly. And it's maximum this small motor can get from 9 volts. And I just cannot fit bigger motor. I just measured my spare motor from Nakamichi, and it's big, larger diameter, but it will not fit due to capstan motor here. So let me discuss with the owner what to do next. Maybe I will leave it as this. It's ridiculous. As you may see, it's pretty slow. It just cannot pull enough. And it's not, the belt is not slipping. I can just like with barely touching the motor stop the pulley. That's it. So there's not enough power. Oh my gosh. All these old decks are too old. Sorry. Alright, see you. Bye bye. Hey guys, and here I continue working on this deck. I just tuned it playback. And I must say I just tested the frequency response, and tape it plays really well without loss and sounds really great. I'm just like listening on the headphones factory tape. So there is a chance we may restore this deck. So far just fast forward rewind is anemic. Playback works, as you may see. My fix still works. Okay, so I will assemble it now and we'll try to see how well it will record, because I need to understand like if electronics is good. If it does, then we will continue looking for probably replacement motor and a new idler, probably custom made. We'll see somewhere in the future. Wow, surprise, surprise. See you, bye bye. And here guys, I'm testing recording. So currently didn't install indicator because we didn't assemble, but it's a tape playing, as you may see, and it's minus 20 decibel. And here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically without drop. Type 1 tape. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A little bit bumpy, but still recording. 21 drops, 22. See, up to 20 kilohertz recording, and it's a normal. You will see it's fixed. So we may try to see how this ATRS will work. Right. I don't know how to start it, so let me see. Probably we need to set on the pause like that. And then, yeah, and then start. So it's currently calibrating. Let's see. if it would be able, yeah, calibrate it. Now let's see how it will record. A little bit of settings to see higher level. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh yeah, 16 drops. Oh yeah, I would need to see this automated tool, because without it, it records properly. So let me see what else I can do with this deck. See you soon.